In this video, we're going to talk about one of my favorite things in the world, which is caffeine, and taking caffeine, just small little coffee shots at nighttime to prevent the interruptions of sleep that you might run into if you're just like drinking whole cups of coffee at nighttime, but to keep the surge of caffeine flowing through the brain for optimal brain function. Coming up. Okay, talk about brain performance. What's being called the only pre-made stack that works, one of the most powerful nootropic stacks on the planet, is the Cortex stack. It combines uridine monophosphate, CDP, choline, artichoke extract, and Bacopa monnieri. Okay, artichoke extract was popularized by the CILTEP guys to turn on PDE4 inhibition, which is a very sort of stimulatory and memory and focus inducing thing to do in the brain. Nootropic wise, you combine that with some forskolin is sort of the theory, and you really turn on the brain. Well, we found that you could stack artichoke extract in low doses with a very particular combination of uridine monophosphate and CDP choline, two very, very powerful neurogenic nootropic compounds, and provide a powerful nootropic experience. As a result, we formulated a stack with a combination of those compounds, and it is called Cortex. Get it at livecortex.com. Use the coupon code 5, save $5. Also, the Nootropics God Guide, Smarter, Better, Faster, combines 10 years, almost 10 years of nootropics information and experience and research and experimentation. It combines almost a decade of nootropics research and experimentation and usage and puts it all into an easily digestible, powerfully actionable guide. It's digital. You can get it for PDF, Kindle, iPad, iPhone, Android, whatever tablet you have, computer, however you want to read it. Get it at livecortex.com. Use the coupon code 5 for a guide filled with highly effective nootropic stacks. Smarter, Better, Faster. Get it at livecortex.com and other powerful nootropic products. Okay, look, caffeine, guys, we talk about nootropics, and I'm just an avid user of them. My favorites, we talked about oxiracetam, Nupet, modafinil, uridine, CDP, tyrosine, aniracetam, theacrine, and others. But, in my top 12 list, which is sort of where I'm referring to there, I talked about caffeine because caffeine really is up there in my top 12. Caffeine's absolutely a nootropic. The reason people don't think of it that way is because it's so widely used. It's in every Wawa or 7-Eleven or wherever your country is and you have local convenience stores. It's everywhere. So people don't think, oh, nootropic. They think nootropics are like fringe and weird. But caffeine is a freaking nootropic, dude. Binds to a neurotransmitter receptor site and modulates it. I mean, that's really the basis of what nootropics end up doing, right? And so then you've got this profound effect, this prolonged, sustainable effect that happens thereafter. We've got modified brain function, and as a result, you get performance, right? Caffeine, equals performance. And so I just love caffeine a lot. It's one of the most sustainable compounds, on the planet. One of the most sustainable nootropics there is. And so I look at it like, as a nootropic, and I also use it as a nootropic. I'll use it in microdosing protocol strategy. I use it in combination with other nootropics. I use it for particular cerebral tasks where I know I need particular amounts of brain energy. Okay, how much caffeine and in what administration method? Like, you could sublingually dose powdered caffeine and get some pretty good results. I mean, it's a full-on nootropic compound, right? So that's how I look at it. In that light, I like to always think about how I can implement caffeine into my nootropics and or brain performance necessity dynamic for the things that I'm engaging in. And at nighttime, I'm always wanting to sit down and work. That's the best time for me. I think a lot of you guys resonate. That resonates with a lot of you because like folks are out doing their thing. Folks are calming down or folks are not active or whatever. And you can just focus. The nighttime is awesome. We're all sort of nocturnal in our own way, and we love doing it, staying up late and being in that mode. I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. Well, the thing about caffeine, though, is such a powerful modulator of adenosine receptors and is such a powerful promoter of wakefulness that, too much of it will prevent the brain from being able to sleep. Too much of it for most folks. Some folks I know could drink 10 cups of coffee like throughout the day and they sleep fine. I mean, I don't know how that works, but it's probably a tolerance issue or among other things. But for most folks, you drink large quantities of caffeine at night, you're going to be up. It'll prevent you from going to sleep. Well, the way to get around that, but to benefit from caffeine between 5 and 9 p.m. and then to have those effects roll over into 10 or 11 p.m. or even 12 a.m. if you're still working on something, is to basically take shots of coffee. Regular shots of coffee, not shots of espresso because they're very powerful. You're talking about large milligram quantities of caffeine in shots of espresso, just shots of coffee. So here's the basic strategy. Here's what I do. I'll make a pot of coffee at like 5 p.m. at home. I'll just make a pot of some organic coffee, just brew it up. I'll keep it heated, like I'll keep the coffee maker on and keep the coffee heated throughout the ensuing couple hours. Through the ensuing couple hours, when I need good solid brain function, I'll take the pot of coffee and I'll pour in a small little glass, basically just about a shot of regular coffee, regular caffeine coffee, just regular coffee, a shot in there. And then I'll pour a little milk or soy milk or whatever I'm going to use at the time for my sort of, the softener, the thing that makes it, a little more mouthfeely, better, and whatever. You could just drink it black if you're into drinking it black. I like a little milk in mine. I'll do some skim milk or some soy milk or something. Or even some half and half. I don't really have a problem with full fat milk. And then literally, I'll just take that shot and throw it down like a shot. And then I get an infusion of brain energy. I get a good, caffeine benefit from just a mere shot of coffee. But and it's sustainable, like it'll sustain my brain function if I don't want to take nootropics that night, or if it's way too late to take something like phenylparacetam or modafinil or something. And then the best part about it is I have my finger on the dial to where like I don't have to, where I can like if 2 hours, 3 hours later or something at like 8 or 9 p.m. where I need a little surge of brain energy, and I need it to last until like midnight or something, I could do it again. One shot, right? Of just you make a pot of coffee and throw down one small little shot with a little bit of milk, just throw it down. But that won't interrupt my sleep, okay? Come 12:30, 12:45, 1 a.m., which is right, these days, that's right around where I'm falling asleep. I don't have a problem falling asleep. And if I take a nighttime stack, especially something like lemon balm and hops and L-theanine and pharmagavit together in a very particular compound, maybe some valerian root in low doses, I'll combine those together, then forget it. I won't even have a titch of a problem. But even without it, with low dosing caffeine and small little shots like that, 1 or 2, 3 max through a 5-hour period from say, 6 to 11 p.m., I get the brain energy I need, and I do not run into problems sleeping. So look, there's many things you can do in that situation, and so in a lot of cases, I'll just take nootropics. The Cortex stack particularly is good for that because uridine and CDP and artichoke extract don't keep you up. They're very stimulatory and they're very powerful, but somehow it doesn't keep the brain awake like caffeine would be. Modafinil, forget it. That's nearly impossible to take after 5 p.m. for me, and I think most people. Phenylparacetam keeps me up at night, but some other racetams don't. Aniracetam, oxiracetam, particularly Noopept won't really keep me up at night. So I'll vary between these compounds. But if I'm not taking nootropics for that night, or from cycling off of cholinergics, or from cycling off of nootropics in general, I shoot for this caffeine strategy and single shots of regular coffee, and it works profoundly for giving me the brain energy to keep myself going through the night, but not messing with my sleep. Use it, try it, take it. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Ryan here. Thanks for watching. But if you want to take your brain game to the next level, you want to increase your focus, your verbal fluency, your mental energy, your ability to sit down and crank out work for hours at a time, secure a bottle of the Cortex Nootropic stack. Our customers are clear. This is the best pre-made stack on the planet. And hey, speaking of stacks, if you really want to take your nootropic stack game to the next level, secure the Smarter, Better, Faster book. This is a surgical guide to using nootropics for total mental dominance. You talk about stacks, we got stacks in there. Endless amounts of stacks, power stacks, verbal fluency stacks, working memory stacks. We've got modafinil strategies and everything else you can think of to include a whole sector on nootropics questions answered. Smarter, Better, Faster, the most powerful nootropics guide on the planet. livecortex.com. That's livecortex.com. We'll see you over there.